Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Bulls of Rio de Janeiro taking on the Panthers of Orlando. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20, Saquon Barkley. And all the way in for the touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 75 yards. And the Panthers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Play action. Richardson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
And he's got some space here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Here's a quick throw out to Mims. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second down, a run with Hall. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 53 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. Richardson to throw off play action. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead is home. Down to the 25. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And Bateman, he'll go in motion right here. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marvin Mims, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bulls respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Burst by him near the 45. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Jones escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Okay, here we go.
2nd and 6. In motion left, that's Thornton. Throwing, Jones. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Waddle, the motion man right. A first down carry for Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number 1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown! Breece Hall, 51 yards. And the Bulls are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
Panthers 10. Youngway Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Looking to throw. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Barkley, toss play left. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
The toss out to Barkley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Jones looking to change the play. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Ball again. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Richardson off the play fake. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guy playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Here's 3rd and 6. Now Richardson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A chance for Waddle on the return. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Jones on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving them a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10. Running left, it's Barkley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Looking to throw. Jones, flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push.
There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 59 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Paul on a give up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Richardson. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. He's been tough for this defense to handle. Over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Bulls will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half. And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jones now. A final shot before break. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd. Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 148 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half. You've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home. They go play action with Richardson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Running left, it's Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done. Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive. Call again on 2nd down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson on 3rd and short. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bulls continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for the Panthers. 52 yards. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Jones going to change it up here. Now Jones looking to throw on second down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw on third down, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. An audible here to get a new look. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gay's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on down. Have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Let's go now. Hey, man, Franco.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
switch. Bronco switch.
They'll go again with Hall. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, it's Richardson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Richardson going on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Waddle, the motion man, right. Jones on first and 10. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. A handoff, Barkley running left. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Daniel Jones, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Gay is on for the point after. And this one's back to an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Hall again. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Richardson looking to throw. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. But I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he's into the clear. Loose inside the 30. Breece Hall. Touchdown! Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bulls are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A give, running right is Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Buying time to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Aku just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Jones. Escaping the pressure right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here, because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide open receiver.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Jones wants to change it up.
Now 2nd and 19 at the 31-yard line.
Jones now to throw on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Play action. Now Richardson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain an 18-point lead. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again, Jones. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick toss to Knox. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught. It's Waddle. Touchdown, Panthers. Jalen Waddle, 27 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Now Jones eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done.